well done making it this far in the Colab file. So we've reached the working with data files section. So we actually need our data to work with. And so far we've created lists, we've created dictionaries, we've worked with integers and strings. That's all fine, but we need to actually get some data that's real and that's representative of the kind of things that you're going to need to be analysing and using AI on. Now you've been supplied with a set of files, and in the session 3 folder you'll see that there's this bum abscess surgery.csv file. Now you might not have heard of .csv files before, and it stands for comma separated variable. Sounds fancy, but all it is, if we open it in a text editor, is a set of data with a load of rows and a load of columns. But you can't see the columns in the text editor. You can see commas that separate items though. So if we look at this second row here, we've got some sort of number here that's 5 digits, then a name, then another number as a comma separated, then another number, then another number. And these align with the table headings that are comma separated as well. So if we look at the top, the first number corresponds to patient hospital number. Then we've got their name, then we've got their age, then we've got their weight. Now this doesn't tie up very well, it's a bit hard to interpret, but the important thing is that we've got this data and it's in this simple format. What we can do, generally if you double click on these files, is that they open in Microsoft Excel, if you've got that application installed. And that then aligns the column headings with the actual column data and presents it much more nicely. You'll notice that it's got this warning generally to say you've got to install in a comma separated variable format, not as an Excel spreadsheet format. And the important difference here is that Excel spreadsheets are locked to Microsoft Excel, and the formatting and structure of those is specific to Excel or to other similar applications. Comma separated variable data can be read in by Python and other programming languages very, very easily. It's the standard format for saving tabular data. So that's why we've introduced this file format. Now we can have a look at what's going on in this data set in Excel and try and get a gist for it. And you notice there's some irregularities and things. We're going to pull those apart in the Python code. But there's plenty of different things to dig into, even in such a simple small data set. And we'll notice if we go right down to the bottom, we've got about 1,000 entries. What we need to do though is to get this data from Excel or from the CSV file up into Python, into our Colab environment, and then we can start running it and doing things with it that we couldn't do so easily in Microsoft Excel. And Python is so efficient and so powerful, you can open files that have millions and millions of rows and entries, and you're not restricted to the 1 million or so entries that you have in Excel, or the way that Excel gets very, very slow very quickly, whereas Python will run and run and run no matter how much data or operations you ask of it within reason. So back to our Colab notebook, we need to upload this file. Every time that you come back to Colab, it will have deleted the files that you've uploaded, so you just need to re-upload those every time. So to upload a file, we'll just move our mouse over to the left here and click on the files or the folder picture. Then you'll see you've got a folder called sample data at the moment. We don't need to worry about that because those data sets aren't any use for us. They're not medical. We're not interested. So we need to hit the upload button or this up arrow. Choose the file and open this. It's a reminder that every time that your runtime is recycled or if someone else uses it and you've logged off, it will be deleted. So we hit OK. And it's instantly uploaded. Sometimes if you've got a bigger CSV file, it might take longer to upload, and you'll see a circle spinning around here that will tell you how far our progress is and how long it's got to complete. But we can see the file's there straight away. So now we can get on with the next steps and actually import pandas. That's our library that's going to load in the data. You can read the text that will give some more detail about that. And then we can actually upload and import the data and print it. It's now in Python, and we can start with the rest of the activities here.